He did. Watch, let's see the damage. 18k per hit. What? This is 22k.
Looking for me, little lamb.
Alright, so today we're going to be looking at Hades. Finally got her built, finally got her raised, got her skills maxed and everything. So we're going to be testing her. We're going to be testing her out to see, her damage and what she can do. Honestly, I feel like I'll be really impressed with her damage, but yeah, that's beyond the point. So Hades is a ranged divine grace shadow dealing damage character. So she's a DPS that deals shadow damage, and she's ranged, so she deals damage from far. Any sigils that buff range damage would benefit, or she would benefit from such. So yeah, now onto her skills and sigil overview. So Hades' normal attack is where the majority of her kit comes into play. She controls two puppets, Luke and Minta, and she deals shadow damage with these puppets. She gains chaotic mark every time she has at least 25 divine grace and not more than 75 divine grace. So you want to keep her divine grace between 25 and 75 in order for her to gain a stack of chaotic mark. Now, one stack of chaotic mark increases her crit rate by 3% and her crit damage by 5%. She can gain a maximum of 4 chaotic marks. So 3 times 4, that's 12% crit rate, and 5 times 4 is 20% crit damage. Now, when you use Look, which is the puppet with sharp claws, you lose 1 divine grace every time you do a normal attack or her skill once you are using Look. And then once you're using Minta, you gain 3 divine grace for either using normal attack or her skill. So this way you use this to balance out where you want her divine grace to be between 25 and 75. Her skill 1, Shadow Dance Twirl, is where she switches between Look and Minta. So she uses this skill to switch between Look, and she uses this skill to switch between Minta, right? And there's something they call Dance Partner Mode, to which I will go into in her skill 2. But however, using Look and Minta with skill 1, you can go into what's called Dance Duo mode. Dance Duo mode is when your chaotic mark is at full and you hold down the normal attack. Then Hades will unleash or let go of Luke and Minta to go into Dance Duo mode, and they will go around the field dealing damage to either locked enemies or just general enemies. And once an enemy dies, they'll move on over to the next enemy, so you don't have to worry about it cancelling prematurely. When they are in Dance Duo mode, they also increase their crit rate, the modifier's crit rate, which is Hades, by 12%. Sorry, they increase her crit rate by 12% and her crit damage by 36%. Also dealing damage at 6,000 base damage and an additional 3,486% of her attack, which is basically a bunch of damage. Like, so she's just going to be doing a bunch of shadow damage in Dance Duo mode. Now her skill 2, this can have 2 variants, either for Minta or for Luke. And once you're in skill 2, once you're using skill 2, you want to use it for Minta, because once you use skill 2 for Minta, you can use skill 1 to switch to Luke, and then use skill 2 for Luke to enter Dance Partner mode. While in Dance Partner mode, they will deal an higher amount of damage, up to 6,000 plus, I think, 2,000% of Hades attack, and that's what they will deal in Dance Partner mode. So you get more damage going into Dance Partner mode with Luke and Minta. Skill 3 is the same thing but in the inverse of it. You want to use Luke's skill 3, sorry, and then switch over and use Minta's skill 3. So they will go into Dance Partner mode when you do that combination, and they will deal that high amount of damage, which is 2,000 plus percent of our attack and 6,000 base damage. Now remember, chaotic mark will also increase your crit rate and crit damage. So the more chaotic marks you have, the more damage this dance partner is also going to deal. Her ult is just her sending out Minta and Luke to deal shadow damage, and this restores 50 divine grace every 3 seconds for 12 seconds when it is cast, or when the ultimate is cast, either in a team ultimate or her team or her personal ultimate. And it increases every team member's crit rate by 3% and crit damage by 15% for 12 seconds for each chaotic mark that she owns. So basically you want to do her ult while you still have full chaotic mark, then go into dance duo mode and consume all the chaotic marks. She grants 3 ultimate skill charge for every mod or teammate that benefits from the crit rate and crit damage increase. Her dodge is just basically that dodge an enemy, trigger extremity dodge when you dodge at the last seconds. However, she does have something where if you use her skill 1 when Luke and Minta are in dance duo mode, or you cannot make use of Luke and Minta, she will slow down the enemy, but this will put her dodge effect on cooldown for 4 seconds. Her sigils, she has 2 sets that she's working with, which is Arcane Obol and Dark Plague. Arcane Obol increases her attack every by 3% for 5 seconds every time she gains Divine Grace, and increases her crit damage by 12% every time she expends Divine Grace. So when you use a skill, rather when you use Lucas skill, you gain 12% crit damage. Because if you use Minta, you still gain crit rate, you still gain Divine Grace, so you're still going to gain attack when using Minta. But if you want the crit damage, you have to switch and use Luke. Now, Dark Plague increases her shadow damage by 10%, which is her overall damage, and deals an additional 3% of her attack plus fixed amount of damage, and that ignores defense. So basically, the gaining attack and the crit damage you're gaining from Arcane Obol is going to be ignoring defense because of the passive of Dark Plague. So, and the passive of Dark Plague, it doesn't need any condition; it's always active. So you don't even need to be close to the character, or you don't need to do any skill or anything. It's always active, right? And that's good. Now there was also another set that I was thinking would work for her, but apparently I don't think it's going to work all that well for her because of its passive. Um, Junior, I don't know what it's called. But anyway, in battle, you gain 1 stack of shadow for 8 seconds, and each stack you gain will refresh the duration of the previous stack. So you don't have to worry about the stack running out. And each stack increases shadow damage by 4%, right? So every stack you own, you gain 4% more shadow damage, right? The problem with this, it stacks up to 5 times, so you're gaining 20% shadow damage, which is more than Dark Plague. But the problem is the second part of the passive. You have to get hit by an enemy in order for the shadow damage to be increased by 100%, which will take the 20% to 40% shadow damage. But that requires you for you to get hit. And Hades is a range type modifier, so she's most likely not going to get hit more often than not. So you're not going to be gaining the full passive of the second part of this sigil. So that's why I wrote it off. It might look good for her, but in the long run, it's not going to be great for her. And Arcane Obol just works well with her passive of gaining crit damage via the chaotic marks, and she can gain crit damage with Arcane Ball by expending Divine Grace. So when she's using Minta, she's gaining, or Luke, sorry, she's gaining crit damage because she's expending Divine Grace, and she's gaining 12% crit damage. And the Chaotic Mark will then give her further more crit damage. And even in dance duo mode, it just works so well for her. So that's why I prefer Arcane Ball over Ejidnia. I was supposed to compare Ejidnia with Dark Plague and not Archeon Obol, and my bad. So comparing it with Archeon Obol, comparing Ejidnia with Dark Plague's damage is basically just that. It's there all the time. You don't have to worry about using the stack of Dark Plague. However, with Ejidnia, you might not gain the full stack because of you have to get hit. But with Dark Plague, you don't have to get hit, and you're constantly ignoring damage because all damage Hades is dealing is shadow damage. So all her damage is going to be dealing a portion of attack plus a fixed portion of damage and ignoring a certain portion of defense of the character. So it just seems better because you don't have to put in any more work in trying to get the passives to work for Hades, as opposed to Engineer, where you have to get hit by an enemy in order for you to get the second half of the passive. So yeah, I still prefer Dark Plague over Engineer. Alright, so now that we're done with sigils and skills, and you can see that everything's raised. Um, yeah, for the functor, let me show you that the functor I'm going with is Hippo, Herald Hippo, because it increases crit damage by 16% at Transcendent 5, and that's what I have. I don't have any other one. There's no other functor I have for now, and this is the only sorry, this is the only functor that I have for Hades now. So yeah, this is what we'll be working with. Anyway, yeah, her code. Before I forget, let's see what we have with her codes. Well, I don't have all of her codes yet. The one I'm using is this one, which increases crit rate and crit damage effects gain granted by entering dance duo mode, expending chaotic mark by 24%. So increasing crit rate and crit damage by 24%. Um, you no longer cast Shadow Dance 12, instead, it is automatically cast every 6 seconds when mod has 4 chaotic marks. Look and Meta also automatically goes to Dance Duo mode the next time Shadow Dance is cast. So basically, your skill 1 is what you use to procs your Dance Duo mode instead of holding your normal attack. And then this one, you decrease the shadow rays of enemies when you use look by 12% for 6 seconds, and you also reduce the shadow rays and increase the non-deity damage by look by 24%. You also inflict armor break by reducing the enemy's death by 12% for 6 seconds if you are using Minta. And you can also increase the non-deity damage death by Minta by 24%. So it's basically more damage. So yeah, let's get into it. Let me just her in current dreams.
Luke, it's time to clean up. Understood.
No meow models, no nothing. Let's just go. Let's see what's up. Let's see what's up. I'll briefly run through this and then I'll go and test something else. There's a new event that came out. I don't know if I want to release a video covering that event. So yeah, stay tuned for that.
My mercy.
Let's see what she can do. Oh yeah, I can't switch again because of my. Oh, okay, so now they'll just be entering that.
All you want, maggots. Go, my children.
I didn't even look at the damage. I will talk about that through text. Oh, 6k for a normal attack. Are you serious? Maybe because the enemies are low level. Maybe because they're low level. 3k, 4k. One more time. Come on. Oh, this is not good. This the code I'm using is not the best because I can't control her divine grace gain rate. And I'm supposed to be, well, she's dead already. Yeah, I can't control her divine grace gain rate. So yeah, this one is not this particular code. I'll change her code now. I want to be able to at least control her shadow because I couldn't even do dance dual mode or anything like that. I get more chaotic divine grace faster, right? I get chaotic marks faster, sorry. So it's a lot better for me. Yeah, hazard cleaning zone. Confirm difficulty. Let me try this. Let's see.
Luke, it's time.
So this way I can use both Luke and Minta and do their full skills and see everything that they have to offer.
Minta, Luke,
What else is this?
look after our guests.
Okay, so for Minta you want to do skill 2, switch, and then skill 2. 17k, damn. 10k, 7k normals. And then for Luke is this, switch over the Minta. Damn, do you see that 8k?
Justice will. I was in a bad mood anyway.
So 2, switch, 2. Nice. I'm using too much divine grace. Oh, move. Now let me gain divine grace now.
Surrender your body and yourself.
Okay, let me gain divine grace. Can you
Everything is within my
let me
command.
increase my crit damage? Woo! A little bit of 9k there, 10k, 6k, and she's doing a lot of damage together. I want to do dance duo mode. That's why I'm. Now, yeah, let's do it. Whoa, 19k per basic. Wow, that's a lot. Switch. Wow, okay, that's a lot of damage. And remember, I've not enchanted her sigils or anything. I've not enchanted her sigils or anything, and she's dealing this much damage.
Victory was assured from the start.
Let me see her total damage. Let me see what she did in her total damage. 2.5 million total. Okay, that's good. So I feel with Hera, she's going to be cracked. Just have Hera on the side, and Hera can buff her, Heimdall can buff her, and she'll do exceptionally crazy damage. But let's see. Wow, 5Ks.
Dance, my mate. Completely worthless.
Nice. Was that 30? That was 30. That was 30. 15. And that's multiple hits. And I didn't even do the other half of. Oh, get out. So now skill 2, switch over skill 2. 30 something K
This
there.
orb, I've painted to life the myriad of things.
Surrender your body and yourself. Everything.
Let me see. The dance duo mode should do more damage now. Yeah, he did. Watch. Let's see the damage. 18k per hit. What?
And now I shall taste its bitter
Yo, I don't even know. 500.
It's like a dream.
That's half a mil damage. Mostly dance duo mode alone. Half a mil damage. Yo, Hades is cracked more. Hades is cracked. I'm sorry, Hades is absolutely cracked as hell. 2.6. That was just dance duo mode alone. That was just dance duo mode. Okay, so one more time. There's a new event coming. There's a new this thing. I think I'll do one more of that before I call it a day. Switch, then do the other one. 22k, and that's like that's like 8 or 10 hits. So that's like 200 hits. Alright. 15. Do you see that? Are you guys seeing? So much damage. Let me gain rate. So you want to stay in Minta and gain rate. Damn, nice Minta, nice. Come on, Minta. I'm so used to doing these combo two together. It's ingrained in my body.
Surrender your body and yourself.
Minta! Yo, I can only see this thing through text, man. I can't. Once I'm editing, I'll calculate the damage for you. Let's do dance duo. This is 22k. So once you're in dance duo mode and she crits, it's 22k 378 per hit, and that hit can go on in an instant for a long time. So she can deal up to like a mil damage in one sitting of dance duo mode. Yo, she cracked. And this is no mere models for buff, no buffer like Heimdall, no buffer like Hera. She's just alone. So skill 2, switch over skill 2. That's how you do it. Right, so you see that blade that is spinning in. And then if you want to do the other variant of it out, to do skill 3, switch over skill 3, and then she'll now split it in 4. Yeah, that's it. And then just rinse and repeat. Well, I prefer to gain Celtic Mark this way using only Minta first, and then I can then start doing all the combos, because I need to stay in this divine green state. Like 30, as you can see, I'm gaining divine grace. I have 2 Celtic Marks, 3 Celtic Marks. I'll soon get the last one. If I keep staying like this once I attack, yeah, I have it complete. So now I can just do, and this is not even the buffed version because I have to use an alt, then use down dual mode to get the full damage. To get, because I'll get a crit rate, a crit damage buff. Sorry.
You reached the end of
Your journey. 106 per hit. Per wait, what? 106 per enemy for her ult. That's a lot. Yeah, boy, I'm gonna kick your ass. There's no two way about it. I'm just gonna use Minta. So Luke, switch over to Minta. Minta. Nice. That's good damage. See, we're already down to mode. Watch. 20k. Ah! 18. Oh my Jesus.
Surrender your body.
Yeah, he did. This is their combo.
You reached the end of your journey.
40. Are you seeing? Ah! Alrighty.
Completely worthless.
So what the hell just happened? Oh, a new boss. Oh, so that's how it works here. Alright, let's go. What the hell is the nigga?
I will crush you all beneath my feet.
Nice.
Surrender your body. You reached the end
Of your journey, give them their liber. Hey!
You give them their liberation.
You see? More damage. He's done.
Struggle all you want.
He's done. Throw the blade there, that's good. He's dead, see. 800k.
Sorry, little puppet.
That was one dance dual mode that got me that. Yo. Oh hell no. Ah! Okay.
This is only the beginning. You give them
Hey!
liberation.
Yeah. I wasn't going to complete that. How many bosses are there? I was playing for the most part. Anyway. That's it for Hades. I don't want to drag this video out too long. That's it for Hades. She has impressive damage. She's really strong. As you can see, I was able to hit over 800, over 500 keys in a single instance of modified mode. And yeah, and this is not even me in her perfect state. Like I can still enchant her sigils. I can still do so much for her as a character. So yeah, there's still room for improvement. This is not the best she can be. I'll release a video when I've made her to be the best that she can actually be, and then we'll see her true damage. But for now, her damage is really impressive. I still have to say though, that 106k on her ult per enemy really impressed me. Like so, yeah. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe. I always post regularly Aether Gazer content, dislike content, and even punishing Grey Raven content. So yeah, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, comment on that what you'd like to see, and I'll be sure to make that video too for you.